Hey everyone, my name is Elana Wilson and this is my Theater History 2 project. My research question is, what is the history and some techniques of stage fighting? So let's dive right in. Fighting for entertainment goes back a long time, like to the Roman gladiator era. People have always loved violence. You can see here people are actually cheering in the audience as someone gets their head chopped off by a guillotine. According to stage combat on the Elizabethan stage, public executions were holiday events. Travelers would pass rotting heads, and felons or offenders to the crown bore marks of branding, cropped ears, noses, or worse. And people today are mesmerized by violence in movies, in TV shows about shark attacks, and even in video games that young children play. But stage fighting isn't exactly all that. According to Glenn Kyle from Stage Combat 101, stage combat, in simplest terms, is pretending to fight for the benefit of an audience. When I told my dad this, he said, "Oh, so like the WWE?" And I said, "Kind of." But really, stage fighting is an art. It's a staple feature in Japanese kabuki theater, which, according to Brockett in History of the Theater, is the most popular of Japanese theatrical forms. Informal guilds of fight choreographers began to take shape in the 1970s with the establishment of the Society of British Fight Directors. Training started in the United States with the formation of the Society of American Fight Directors in 1977. According to the history of the Society of American Fight Directors, David Bushi founded the Society of American Fight Directors. He was the first American to be inducted into the Society of British Fight Directors. Here are some terms involving stage combat that you should know. Fight rehearsal is the period of rehearsal during which the stage combat choreography is learned. The fight choreographer, obviously, is the person who choreographs the fight. The fight captain is the person who assists the fight choreographer and who runs the fight calls to help make sure that all the actors are safe during the run of a show. Fight call is a quick run-through of a fight scene prior to the performance of a show in which the actors mark the scene in order to refresh their memory and keep things as exact as possible. Now let's get into my favorite thing I found while I was researching: Babes with Blades. Babes with Blades is the first all-female stage combat theater company since the 19th century. It was created in 1997 by Dawn Alden. Artists involved in a Babes with Blades show place women and their stories center stage. They have the opportunity to create and play strong, three-dimensional female characters. They work with a broader emotional range, making more daring choices. They step outside the traditional patterns of feminine behavior and create new ones. I like Babes with Blades because they use violence as a storytelling tool to entertain and educate. So now let's do some stage fighting. I'm going to show you a few simple moves, like the slap, the punch, knee to stomach, and hair pulling. This is my fighting partner, Ellie Young. She's going to be helping us out today. The most important thing about stage fighting is safety first. So you want to make sure that you're the correct distance apart from one another. Wrong. Wrong. Correct. You want to make sure your feet are off center from one another. Just like that. Now that you and your partner's bodies are off center from one another and you're the correct distance apart, you are ready to begin the basic stage slap. You want to make sure you make direct eye contact. When performing a stage hit, you have to make sure there is a sound when skin hits skin. This sound is called a nap. We're going to do a slow motion stage slap for you. As Ellie's hand comes towards my face, not only do I have to make the nap, I also have to react. Doing the slap from this perspective is purely for teaching purposes. Most of the time, the assailant's back is turned towards the audience so that there can be enough space between their hand and the victim's face. Ready? A stage slap can be effective, however, sometimes slaps aren't enough. A scene can often require more violence. So now I'm going to show you a stage punch in the form of an uppercut. Instead of clapping like I did for the slap, the nap is going to be me punching my hand into my other hand for a more punch-like sound.
So now we're going to do the stage punch in slow motion for you. And here it is in real time. Now we're going to do knee to stomach in slow motion. First is eye contact, then you take your hands, put it on their shoulder, turn them this way, bring your knee up like that, and it's going to hit their hands like that. They're going to react. So here's our finale move and my personal favorite, hair pulling. So what you're going to do is take your hand and put it into a half fist like this. You're going to put it on top of the victim's head, and they're going to place their hands around my hand so that they have complete control. So they're the ones moving around right now, but it looks like I'm dragging her head, and she has to react like it hurts.
Thanks for watching, and remember, safety first.